More Lotro continues. Bought the Angel for 750 Lotro points. And 2 weeks later, they gave the code. That's awesome. That's I love seeing how the game has been progressing. I don't know. It's just one of those, like, I don't hear about the game anymore, and it's kind of sad. But it's also like, when's the last time I heard about D&D Online? Right? Like, Dungeons and Dragons Online exists. I think a Kip Funny Moments compilation would be good. Yeah, I just have to find a way to edit it. Words, brain was talking about thing. Nope, gone forever. Anyways. I don't know. I'm curious to see how the game is going to progress. Like, the game is just honestly good. Like, I don't... Yeah, right, Dungeons and Dragons Online. Like, I know a lot of people still play D&D Online, from what I understand. Or I would assume they do. Like, it's just one of those where... I don't know. I just don't hear about it. Doesn't mean that's bad. It's just I don't really hear about it from anybody. So, you know, hopefully it's, you know... Hopefully it's still doing things. Someone earlier in chat was talking about how they're giving out a bunch of free stuff right now, which is honestly kind of cool. Oh, dude, that fucking 3-stack of damage, though, is actually fucking tech. Like, actually, though. There's so much fucking damage. Is a hidden gem? It really is. Like the community that plays it just feel like, you know, just... How do I word it? Like, it feels higher quality. Like, the quality of person... It's kind of like the Warhammer effect, right? Where, like, you can walk into, like, you know, insert TCG here, and it's like, yeah, these people just are here to play the game, but, like, someone who's, like, in Warhammer has, you know, can generally have more passion for the game. I don't know. It feels like, Lotro kind of has that to a degree. Like, it just feels that, like, just a higher quality of person. Maybe it's because you have to read. Hear me out. Maybe it's because you have to read. Like, you have to physically read the, you know, the quests and shit like that. You also have to have patience to get through the game. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just a patience thing. I'm gonna go Sickle Fly. I'm gonna kill the last 3 of these here. A wolf, I don't need that. I will take that fucking level up, though. Thank you for that. I need 200 of those. Can't find another insect around me, but that's fine. Like, even if you let your VIP lapse, right? Like, you can still play the game, right? I mean, as long as you're buying the expansion, that's all that really matters, as far as I understand. Like, you have paid for the content. VIP, yes, helps. And, like, VIP, like, I was looking on one of the forums. No, I was looking on Reddit. VIP used to be a lot better. Like, I remembered VIP being a lot better, a lot more lucrative. And it really feels like it's not anymore, which is a shame. It's unfortunate. But, I mean, it does what it needs to, I guess. No, go away. Wait for that to expire. 10 years was such a grind if you don't have VIP. Yep, that's all. The grind was honestly what kind of killed the game for me. Especially just, you know, as somebody who didn't have time. Whether that was, you know, being in middle school, playing till 6 a.m. My parents fucking remember that. Playing till 6 a.m. and going to school and falling asleep in the middle of class because I was up till 6 a.m. playing Lord of the Rings Online. Very specifically, I was in the Barrow Downs, the lower section of the Barrow Downs where the fort is and the treants are. Where is it? If we go to Breeland, yeah, South Barrow Downs down here. I remember this. I was up till 6 a.m. in this area consistently, just because I don't know. I liked the Barrow Downs. I liked it in the books. I liked that you had the ability to explore it in game. It was honestly super cool. I need. There's something around here. Aha! I see you. Bear's actually gonna get all up in my grill. half of your staff was locked behind Locher points. Yeah. It feels like they've come a long way. I looked at some of the Steam reviews, which was kind of a mistake. So a lot of the Steam reviews, the recent reviews, I guess, are not super happy with the game. So that was an interesting one to try and read. I had to tune some of them out. One of the top reviews was like, game used to be better. Some of it was actually about the 32-bit thing, the 32-bit server thing. So that's probably why they're taking care of that fairly quickly. It's up on their priority list. No. Oh, that was awful. So that's probably a reason why they're actually taking care of that as quickly as it is. But, like, I have to tune out the arguments when it's like, and I've talked about this in reactions and stuff. Like, the moment somebody says, oh, vertigo. Moment somebody says fucking woke, I tune out of the conversation. One of the reviews was, like, verbatim, like, something about the game quality going downhill. Game used to be enjoyable. Hard pass if you don't like that woke stuff. And I'm just like, this review has somehow told me absolutely nothing about what this person's core issues are with the game. Steam store and Locher store. Yes, I did figure that out. I was trying to purchase VIP via in-game store, and I was having a pain in the butt actually putting in my credit card number. There's something about how the fields interact with each other, and hitting a number expands the drop down. It was fucking rough. I've noticed that, yeah, the Steam integration kind of fucking sucks. But at the end of the day, I mean, to be fair, also coming from other games, it's like, look, fucking like what games you like, right? Dude, I am one to talk. I like Majora's Mask, a game people just objectively do not like in terms of, like, Zelda titles. I might have to go around, actually. That's fine. People don't like Majora's Mask. It's a cult classic, in my opinion. I thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoy games like Resident Evil 5. I even enjoyed Resident Evil 6. Okay? Like, I enjoyed Halo 5. I enjoyed Halo 4. I actually enjoyed Infinite's campaign, but Infinite just pisses me off because they really fumbled that. Like, really, though? Like, actually? So that one's kind of... But, like, if you enjoy it, like, who am I to say otherwise? If you buy your yearly Call of Duty release and you enjoy it and you can justify the price tag, that's all that matters. Like, Steam reviews, like, reviews like that, like, Steam reviews are there to help kind of guide, like, okay, like, what's the issue that's happening? Like, what's the issue that's being said? What is the problem, right? And some of them are very good. Like, yeah, no, this is good. Optimization fucking sucks, right? I'm sure if I go to Monster Hunter right now, it's going to talk about optimization being poor, right? Which is fine. It's just sifting through all the chaff, which is why it's important to cultivate like what YouTubers do. Cultivate that brand. Be able to, like, yes, hi, I am John YouTube Reviewer, and this is why you should watch my review on insert game here, right? Like, you want to build up that rapport, you want to build up that brand image, right? To be someone that's just like, you know, oh, I'm going to take this guy seriously. He seems to have my best interest at heart. Hi, Nuka Oka. Hi, sorry about that. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Stopped playing this game 3 years ago when they moved Lore Master to Hobbits. That was around the Rings of Power. This was around Rings of Power, and that gonna add crap from the show. Oh my god, bro. Is that might be what the complaint is? Yeah, because there's still things I think that are class locked, right? Yeah, because Lore Master could only be certain classes. Wild. He didn't, now I'm back. You know what? I'm for that, though. Like, I'm a huge Tolkien fan, right? I full disclosure, have not read the Silmarillion, right? There are absolutely people who have read far more, understand the lore better than I do. I honestly forget how the War of Wrath fucking goes, right? Certain battles like Dagor Dagorlad is technically not canon anymore. What are the other ones? Battle of fucking Unnumbered Tears, fucking First Age, I forget what it's called, right? But point being, there's people who literally play this game who could tell me, like, yeah, this is exactly what battle you're talking about. Here are 10 more reasons why Feanor is just an asshole, because Feanor's a fucking asshole. Like, I'm not super integrated into the lore, right? But I feel I have a healthy, like, I like the Lord of the Rings, I like what's being done. Even if you don't like fantasy and sci-fi, like, you can watch The Lord of the Rings or read The Lord of the Rings and look at it from, like, Tolkien's experience in World War I, right? Like, I feel there's a lot of value one can gain from the Lord of the Rings in general. I gotta go kill the fucking shrew again. And that's awesome. Like, that's super cool. And then I like watched Rings of Power because I was watching it with Armand Rev, and I think Baco is in call too. I was watching Rings of Power, and I could slowly feel my sanity fucking draining. Like, the fucking... Okay, I thought I got jump bugged. Like, the fucking... I don't even know how to fucking word it, dude. Like, it's just... It's kind of like when you watch the Star Wars sequel trilogy, which it's fine. Like, I can turn my brain off and watch episode 7, 8, and 9, right? I mean, that's saying something. Like, sure, it was flashy. Some of the green screen pissed me the fuck off. There was a shot of a green screen background, and, like, the elf's hair was, like, blonde. And, like, you could see the chroma key. Like, you could see the edges of his hair being blonde. And I'm like, how much money did they sink into this fucking show? Really? Like, I guess, what is it? Something... Was it lightning struck a tree somewhere? Something, like Origins of Mithril was also there. And I'm like, bro, come on now. If it's alternative universe, right? Like Shadow of Mordor, right? Talked about the Blue Wizards and how they just fucked off, right? Which the Blue Wizards did kind of fuck off, especially depending if you go old Tolkien versus new Tolkien, right? Anyways, but like kind of went into like, you know, explanation on what happened to the Blue Wizards. And like, but it's alternative universe. It's like Middle-earth brand Shadows of Mordor is like its own alternative universe canon thing, right? Like you can kind of be like, oh yeah, that's cute. That's a cute justification on, you know, what happened with that. That makes a lot of sense, right? Like you can kind of justify the headcanon, but like it's not... This is Rings of Power. Grats, this is just how this is. This is just what this is now. Excuse you? There you are. Rat bastard. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking jaded. I mean, I'm a boomer, but like, I don't know. Something about a lot of Rings of Power just in the first 2 episodes. Not even from any like culture war bullshit. I'm just sitting there like, but why is this a thing? All over the place, time period, it's hard to follow. It's really fucking funny because you literally have the cheat sheet. Like, you can literally go into... If I... Give me a second. I'm gonna prove a fucking point. Ugh. And my mom actually wanted to throw these out. So my dad owned really old copies of Lord of the Rings. So like the Return of the King, like the red paperback, authorized edition of the Fantasy Classic. Do I have a publication date on this bitch? Wow, I really read that crap out of this book. The fucking cover's fucking falling off. Trying to see a publication date on this to see if I can actually date this as to when this specific copy was published. Ballantine Books, New York. Return of the King. Let's just say circa. This is copyright 1955. That's the copyright. Renewed 1983. Introduction to copyright 1973. I'm just gonna say approximately 1980. Let's say this book is 1970, 1980, right? So I'm gonna go back to the appendices. Which actually talks about Black Writers, talks about all that, places. There's going to be a date section back here. Poems and songs. And we're... Yes, I'm derailing the stream to fucking make a point in this. I'm literally... Like, there's literally an index back here. And you can, like, look at the index, and you can, like, fucking, like, look at shit. And it's like... Sure, the Silmarillion's going to offer more. Like things. Like... Okay, so this didn't have what I wanted to specifically, because I was expecting an actual timeline of events and a couple explanations. I think other versions have it. I think this is a Del Rey publication. That's probably what it is. But I'm just like, bro, I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, bro, you literally have the fucking cheat sheet though. Like, actually, how is it this fucking hard to like nail that down? Females have no fucking beards. I mean, wasn't the fucking subtext from at least even the Peter Jackson trilogy, the whole... I mean, it was technically in the extended edition, right? Where Gimli and Eowyn are fucking joking around. You can't tell the difference, right? Shit was fucking funny. Did not do their homework. Well, they did have a Tolkien expert, right? They had an expert weigh in. They promptly ignored the expert and just said, nah, we're going to do our own thing, right? Like, yeah, that's a pretty bad sign. Like, I feel like I try to not be this stick in the mud who's just like, you know, look, I'm all like, cool, yeah, introduce things, right? And it's like, even like trying to get into 40K, right? Which that was a really fucking rough battle to have with the community, because they really do not like newcomers, a lot of them, which is fair. But like, fucking Warhammer just like, yeah, Terminus Decree, which I knew next to nothing about. Yeah, Terminus Decree just got revealed, and it's like, why the fuck would you reveal this? The whole point of this is to keep it this grandiose mystery. The speculation literally fuels the Terminus Decree. Like, what? Like, why is Games Workshop literally choosing to create their brand? And then I look at like Lord of the Rings, and I'm just like, I don't know. Back in my day, I feel that back in my day, the fucking Middle Earth brand just had weight to it. I feel like it just doesn't anymore. But I mean, to be fair, I mean, the fucking Tolkien estate, I'm sure, is getting a fat paycheck from royalties and shit. Your hunter of the elusive fearsome creatures was successful. I'm impressed. I did not really expect you to succeed, but I'm pleased that you have. Perhaps we are equals in the hunt after all. Even better, the village in Yondershire more safer by the efforts, which is the most important thing. Well done. Cool, so that's done, and now I need to go down south to No Bottle, and then we get to go down further south to the Shire and make our way to Bree. It's so stupid. It's just mind-numbing, dude. Like, and that's why, like, I stray away from, like culture war, quote unquote, funny W word, because it's like, what if I say that, what does that actually explain? What is my actual problem? My actual problem is, like, you literally have the entire mythos in the Silmarillion. You have literal YouTubers who could point you in the right direction. Not even just YouTubers, like people who make books, literature, studying Tolkien, right? And like, they just said, fuck it, we're not gonna do it? That's my issue. Where you just completely disregard the source material. That's the problem. 40K doesn't like new people, as that many of the recent ones are wanting to come and make changes, directly contradict. Exactly, that exactly. And that's why I call myself a tourist. And I set standards I literally can't hit. Because when someone asks if I'm a 40K fan, I tell them no. I did not start in first edition. I have not read and taken every single supplementary lore bit. This lighting is blowing my mind. And I have not taken a large prestigious tournament. So I honestly, like, I get super combative and antagonistic to the wider 40K community in certain aspects. Because, like, no, I don't consider myself a fan. I consider myself a tourist. And then they get really angry at me and say that I'm not a tourist because I actually, like you're saying, I come in, hi, the fuck are Grey Knights? What the fuck are Custodies, right? And then they explain it to me, and it's like, cool, awesome. I'm not wanting to change it. Technically, Games Workshop says Femstodes exist, therefore Femstodes exist. Take your argument up with Games Workshop is how I resolve that line of questioning. It's like, but I'm not there actively like, well, you know, we should just change Space Marines. And, you know, Space Marines need to be a female-dominated faction now. It's like, bro, who the fuck comes in and does that? That's like that's like if you learned about L5R, you came in and said, nah, Unicorn are just the best. We need Unicorn to have better duelists than Crane Clan. Who the fuck are you to come in and change something like that, right? Come in, seek to learn, seek to understand. Like, don't do shit. Don't change shit like that. It's not hard. I think this is the one I need to talk to. Yep, to the Yondershire. There we go. Welcome to the Yondershire. Welcome to No Bottle Friend. Okay. And now we can leave that behind. We can leave that to the wayside. Because we've already spent 2 full streams in the Yondershire, and I can come back at a later point. I also got to come back to Evandim at some point as well. Like what happened to the Witcher show, Kevo wanted to stick closer to the books. The showrunners wanted to deviate wider and wider, and he didn't stand for it. It's been really funny watching Critical Drinker, because I'd never watched the actual show. I never watched the Witcher show. But man, there is so much mileage out of the Geralt fuck meme. Like the line where he just goes, fuck. There's so much mileage out of that. It's so fun. But I vaguely remember something happening. Isn't the moment they deviated, like the season they deviated, didn't that just kill all momentum for like the Witcher project or something like that? I vaguely remember this being a thing. And it seems like Henry Cavill just keeps getting caught in, like, these weird crosshairs. Because, like, dude seems like... I don't know anything about the dude. Like, I know jack all about him. But, like, dude seems like he just enjoys the things, right? I hear he plays Custodes, so he's based if he does that. But it's like, dude seems to enjoy things. Dude seems to enjoy The Witcher. And, like, it's other external pressures that prevent him from doing the things. Or, like, just... I don't know, dude. It feels like there is a wider attack on hobbies and shit. Season 3 or so. I think I watched Season 2, but definitely not 3. Yeah. I mean, shows like that also have a time limit on them for all intents and purposes, don't they? Like, realistically. Because a show like that is going to be, like... Not even just a show like that, but shows in general, right? Total Drama Island has how many fucking seasons? I made it through Island... 2, 3. I think I made it through season 4. I think it's Revenge. It wasn't Revenge of the Island. Whatever the one fucking Duncan goes to prison in for blowing up Chris's mansion, right? I made it through that season, and I'm kind of getting that fatigue. Like, there's a lot to it. Like, I'm actually enjoying it. As somebody who does YouTube, I'm actually getting great enjoyment out of watching Total Drama Island as a series, and then applying it to fucking what I do effectively. Like, it's been really funny to watch that progression. And honestly, how I would probably do certain content, but that's beside the point. I don't know, it's just one of those things that's really fucking funny to me. It's really funny to see how that progresses, but after a while you just start to get fatigued. Like, even then, like, high dynamic layers. Yeah, because we're in little delving. I vaguely know where I'm at. Is there even something worth... Oh, it's the difficulty person. Yeah, so this is the starting zone for hobbits. This is the Shire proper, not the Yondershire, which we were in, which is the transitionary zone. Yeah, but, like, the fatigue is real, like, superhero fatigue. I can't tell you the last time I was excited for a superhero movie. I don't think I ever really was. Like, because I just kind of skirted. I've talked about how little of the MCU I've actually watched. But it's like, was going through Critical Drinker. I don't know. I fucking put him on as background noise. It's one of those, like, if you watch him in a critical capacity, right? Like, he actually brings a lot of good points to the table. Specifically when it's like watching a movie, one of his Star Trek reviews, and he's just like, he brings up the whole line of questioning with like, well, if this person was in this, you know, this system over here, how did they get over here? You know, reasonably, you know, wouldn't this and this apply? And it's like, yeah, that all of that, like, just you're applying critical thinking to situations. Does the situation being presented make sense? And sometimes, unfortunately, it's, you know, this needs to happen because the plot needs to progress, right? If you watch to like critically think on things like that, rather than just consume quote unquote the message, right? I actually think he has a lot of good points that he brings to the table. I've been enjoying his content. I don't know how I got on the Critical Drinker topic. I totally spaced that, if I'm being honest. There was a reason I brought it up, but I totally just spaced it. Most of the MCU until No Way Home. Right, sorry. Watching Critical Drinker, and it's like, I had no idea what the Marvels were. I had no idea what half of these new movies were, because I'm just not the target demographic. And that's fine. Like, as it turns out, media doesn't have to be made for me. I know, a little bit of a wild, controversial take there. Like, I consume things like Lord of the Rings. I consume things like Star Wars because I like them. I consume things like Naruto because I enjoy them, right? Like, Halo because I enjoy it, not necessarily because it's a game that's made for me. No Way Home was great for, like, an actual love letter to longtime Spider-Man fans. I heard No Way Home was great, but I heard that it wasn't even made by the big studio, right? It wasn't even made by the... That's a lot of copper deposits. I don't even think I fucking need them. I did hear No Way Home was great, but I don't know, like, there's the stupidization of Doctor Strange. I guess this does still count as the Shire too. Interesting. I'll have to come back here and just kill a bunch of shit. The stupidization of Doctor Strange. Because I totally, like, I watched parts of WandaVision when I had my parents watching it at one point, sure. But I guess there was a follow-up where I don't even remember what it was. Something about Scarlet Witch trying to make WandaVision, her children, a reality by pulling from another reality. Bro, I can't even remember the name of the movie. Multiverse of Madness, maybe? Question mark. Like, there was the whole that, and like Doctor Strange just feels fucking stupid now. And I'm just like, wasn't the whole point of his character to like be this intelligent individual who could see across multiple timelines and like he's cautious? Like was that not how his character was supposed to be written? I don't know, like just fucking just weird plot isms. The whole hook of why the spell needed to be cast in the first place was it contrived. I guess, dude. I don't know. I'm not the target demographic. Like, I do have to state that. I do have to admit that. I don't know. I gain really nothing by watching that. Just stuff in general, honestly. It's why I'm super picky with what I watch. It's why I didn't watch, like, things like, what did I watch recently? Big Trouble in Little China. Heard it had an immense impact on Legend of the Five Rings as a game at inception. Literally didn't even watch it until like 5 days ago, if that. Shit was great. Cult classic. Fucking loved it. Like, I'm just very picky. I'm very picky with what I watch. And I don't know. I guess I'm spoiled because I do have that sort of like curated feed, if that makes sense. That's a heat wave. Okay. Yes, we're visiting the funny. That is actually just the party tree. Okay, cool. Yeah, I forgot the party tree was actually there. Like, they really took a lot from, like, the books. And, like, it really is kind of cool to see this. I guess an event might be going on now, so that's probably why there's a lot of players here. I can definitely feel the chug. Wrote the plot first, not how the plot starts out in the first place last. I don't even think it's like, I'm trying to figure out if it's the writers or the shareholders and investors. Because there's like, writing has kind of gone down in general. It is cool to see back in though. Like, they did a good job on it. I do thoroughly enjoy it. It was a necessary detour. I don't know. It's fucking weird because like, what was I was watching something recently. Unironically, watching something like Murder, She Wrote, like, just on random streaming service that someone downstairs was watching, and, like, I'm watching it, or I'm watching, there was a Twilight Zone episode, and I like bringing it up because it's one of those, it really was like a thought-provoking series, like, Twilight Zone episode of a former Nazi officer who just keeps hallucinating and seeing this person who was in a camp, right? And it's like his guilt getting at him, leading to his own untimely demise that he does himself because he can't bear the guilt anymore. And it's like, bro, where the fuck is writing like that anymore? Right? Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like, you know, pretty heavy topics like that. I mean, generally you look at a form of media as safe ways, safe spaces. And I already have, there's going to be contention with me explaining it that way. Like, safe spaces to be able to explore big, grandiose, deep topics like that. Like, that shit's great. Or like, I think it was another Twilight Zone episode where the dude was visited by death, right? And was like, hey, it's your time. And he's like, well, I don't want to go yet, right? Because he's a salesman. He doesn't want to die, right? And then, like, the girl, I think, 2 rooms up from him or something like that, because Death's trying to keep it on a schedule, like, is like, cool, then she'll just die. And then he has to sell to Death why he should take him as, like, a business partner, right? Like, shit like that is just, it's such a cool way of writing things. It's thought-provoking. And, like, you just don't see that anymore. Like, you do see it, and there are projects like that. I'm sure, absolutely, there's movies and stories out there that still do things like that. But, like, when I look at modern media, like modern Hollywood and shit especially, it's like, yeah, this movie sure was flashy. It was definitely colorful. Fuck if I know what the deeper what the deeper meanings are. Hey, Village Steven. Like, it's just, I don't know. I have a, more and more as I age, I guess I'm just a boomer. Because, just, shit just isn't written the way that it used to be in a lot of ways. Not especially from a big Hollywood perspective, right? That shit just isn't. It just isn't. And it makes me sad. Because it doesn't have to be that way. But then again, I mean, is it an investor-shareholder issue? Is it a leaning towards certain ideology? Is it just a lack of genuine writing skill? Is it nepotism and you're just hiring people who clearly aren't qualified to be writers? Like there's a number of commentaries I feel we could draw from this very thing. Hence why I'll gravitate towards media. Like, I'm months overdue of my just every few month rewatch of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I'll watch it at some point, especially when my body decides to crash today because, fuck, I slept awful. Might honestly just do that. Might honestly just go watch Lord of the Rings tonight.
Is there something I can do?
Like, congrats, we've done it. We have figured it out. How does this work, actually? I'm trying to remember. I think I go south. So... Buckland is south, Old Forest... Then we go across the bridge. Okay. Shift my attention almost entirely to documentaries and certain serious publicly funded channels to rewatch old movies. Honestly, like, I feel at a certain point, like, it is too much of the Markiplier, and I mean this in the best way possible, right? Because I actually really adore Markiplier. Like, the Markiplier key jangling effect, where, like, movies are like, yeah, this was action-packed, and, yeah, you certainly jangled a bunch of keys in front of my face. But there was jack all of substance here. Like, so yeah, they'll also watch things like, you know, like we've watched for reactions in the past, like Bad Electrician, right? While we watch, you know, I watch documentaries. I was watching space documentaries trying to sleep today, right? Definitely didn't get to sleep, but like, yeah, it was pretty cool to just watch documentaries and just learn things, even if theories are potentially discredited, like something crater causing dinosaur mass extinction, Chicxulub crater, right? But there's also evidence to it being just a uptick in volcanic activity, but it could be that the Chicxulub crater caused by the meteor and, oh god, I forgot it wasn't lithium. It was an element that's found that really kind of leaned people towards thinking it was a leads people to thinking it was a
how do you do?
Meteor. But the meteor itself could have caused surge in tectonic activity. We don't really know. But it's like, cool, at least I watched the thing. And like, now I can say I watched the thing and have contemplated the thing. And if new information comes out that says definitively it was the Chicxulub crater that ended up causing a surge in tectonic activity, and the dual threat of that was really what caused it. Grats. I am better for fucking having known that now. Right? Is this... I don't think this is somewhere I can go. In Toad. Look at these fucking toads! Fucking big and bulky. I think that might be the house. There's one of the houses that Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin stayed at was here. So then this actually leads to the Old Forest. Megafires are out for the 2 million time of the short series. Good news from Planet. At the end of the day, just watch the media that you want to watch. Like, I feel that you gain infinitely more. Even if you, like, once again, even if you don't like fantasy or sci-fi, like, if you fucking hate everything on screen, give The Lord of the Rings a chance. At least look through it from a military history perspective. How does Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings relate to World War I? The bonfire glade. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've actually had to go through this, so I'm gonna get lost a little bit. Created around that time near Africa. That's like 9. Yeah, exactly. Like, learning shit like that, is it gonna necessarily do anything in my day-to-day life? Not really. Well, in my day-to-day life specifically, because I do React content, something that I can just probably talk about, right? Like, that's a little different. But, like, I don't know. I feel like you just become a more well-rounded person by just like being a well-rounded person, grandfather of all orcs and elves. The modern depiction of elves and dwarves do come from Tolkien, right? D&D, elves being tall and, you know, pretty in tune with nature and stuff, right? And dwarves being short, stocky, you know, home in halls of stone, right? Like, Tolkien is the father of, like, modern fantasy. Like, series like Aragon, well, Inheritance Cycle by Paolini specifically, is how I would word that. Series like, Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time, almost fell asleep saying the name. Look, I got to Crown of Swords. You're gonna have to cut me some slack. That book is thick. That series is thick. Like Lord of Chaos, I felt was better. Like the way Robert Jordan books end up working is it's like the first 100 pages, like the first like 150 pages are fucking fine, and then it's like 600 pages of fucking braid tugging and like skirt pleating, and then like the last 200 pages are fine. I like great. Oh, looks quiet in the shadows. Welcome. Welcome to my annual I bitch about Wheel of Time. It happens every now and again. But even then, like, there's some cool shit in Wheel of Time, too. It's like, as much as I hate it's just the pacing is really what kills it for me. But anyways, like, yeah, modern fantasy traces a lot of it through back to Tolkien, right? And it's also, I don't know if zeitgeist is the correct term. I don't know enough about the actual word and concept to really say one way or the other. But, like, so when you do things in media entertainment, right, like, things have to make sense, right? Does it necessarily make sense to have a dwarf, you know, dwarves be just a race of giants? Not really, right? Like, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Or, like, elves, unless you're going for some kind of, like, Brothers Grimm fucking fairy tale, right? Like, does it make sense for elves to not be tall and lithe and walking gracefully, right? You know, rather than, you know, what if you portrayed elves as just bumbling drunkards, right? Does that necessarily make sense? So part of that expectation also, so Tolkien, while being the father of modern, you know, fantasy, there is also that expectation just from people as a whole, like, you know, from a psychological standpoint, that, like, they expect dwarves to be short and stocky and live in halls of stone. They expect elves to be tall and graceful and serene and, you know, like, live in trees and shit, right? Like, I don't know if that's Inception. I don't know if that's, like, it's in the public zeitgeist. I don't know what the word for that would be specifically. But, like, that is something to consider as well, is that, like, our modern understanding of orcs, dwarves, elves, etc. can stem from Tolkien. Yes, Tolkien took them from other things, right? All, you know, work being derivative and all that, derivative not being a bad thing. It's derivative, sure. Like, oh, dude, there's so many commentaries. I could fucking talk on this for the next fucking hour. It's on my list to read eventually, as many other books are. Wheel of Time is thick, bro. Like, fucking 14 books. Brandon Sanderson had to come in, I think, at book 14. Because I think it was since book, like, 5 or so. Unfortunately, Jordan's health was kind of failing him at that point in time. So, Brandon Sanderson had to... I think he actually passed by book 14, if I remember correctly. So, Brandon Sanderson had to step in and finish it out. Like, as much as I will talk about the length and padding, alleged padding of the Wheel of Time, it did bring some really cool stuff to the table. I actually really like the city of Shadar Lagoth. I really liked that, you know, something city of evil. They wanted to protect themselves from evil, so they became an even greater evil, and thus led to this fucking corrupted ass city. Things like Balefire. Like, I mean, it had some cool concepts in it. I got to book 5 of Wizard's first rule series before life got busy. I still intend on read through eventually. I think that's a good goal, though, is like setting goals to like actually read through shit eventually. Like, I think part of the problem with a lot of like, because I mean, I do like content, right? I do like YouTube and sometimes Twitch, right? Like this, right? Like we're streaming, right? Like I do content for a living, and yeah, my life gets busy. Especially when I have multiple hours-long reactions to do, right? Like the Badger video that came out today, you know, 90 fucking minutes, right? Eventually I will find my way through here. I think we just go north along the river. I'm trying to remember how I usually path this. But like, When is the last time you actually sat down and read? I know for a fact if I try to sit down and read, my brain is going to go a mile a minute and it's going to be distracting. Like, I need to get back to a point where I can physically read. And I think that's a good goal. I think that's a goal anyone should strive for, right? Even if it's just, you know, not skimming articles, right? Even if it's like you want to read Harry Potter again, or you want to read, you know, The Hobbit, right? Just start out, like, honestly, you want a good book to read? Christopher Paolini's Aragon. That is one of those books that I picked up within the past... I still lived with my other roommates at the time. This was probably 2018 when I picked it up. 2018 or 2019, if I had to guess. But, like, I mean, that's a book that I can fucking read cover to cover in a couple days. Even with, you know, life being as hectic as it is. Like... I honestly, personally, and that's the thing is you could not enjoy. I personally like Paolini. I like his work. I still need to read the fourth book because I never actually got around to reading the Fourth Inheritance book because it came out at a time where I just didn't have access to it. But like, sometimes it's not just that you like someone hates reading. It's just like, are you reading the right things? Are you reading things that give you joy? And even if it's not to give you joy, right? Like, are you reading things that give you value? And that's important. I don't think I can even get that. It's up on the fucking cliff. We're gonna try. Oh, there it is. Haha. Shannara books, and that's a long series. I've heard of them. I have not actually dealt with them. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yes, I have a few actually. So the main one that I do is Kip Reacts, where it's just React content. I've tried doing other things. Let me segue for a minute. That way I can. We'll just open up Firefox. Actually, it's not gonna work because I don't have. Anyways, Kip Reacts is where I do reactions, which is the bulk of what I do. I stream for fun, effectively, because it is Old Man Willow. There we go. Yeah, it's really cool to see him. It's actually really cool. I think he gives you the dread effect, or he used to at least. He gives you some kind of passive, I thought. Drowsiness. Yeah. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool to see shit like that. Sorry, brain. Yeah, Kip Reacts is where I react to stuff. That's just been the thing that has consistently, over the past 3 years, just done anything. I've tried, and I still am trying to do, like, things like, Kip Quips is one I, recently opened up, trying to do more of my commentary. Just straight commentary. I've been trying to do that. What these are backed up to, my VODs are backed up to, the quote-unquote gaming channel. It's just the raw streams. It's, Kizuna Kip Gaming. Yeah, I have a few, but I don't know, I like coming out to Twitch when I can, every now and again. It's so cool. They didn't have to add this. They really didn't. They didn't have to add fucking Tom Bombadil. They also did a really fucking good job too. Like, I don't know. I always come through this way. I usually avoid the southern Barrow Downs until I have to actually quest go there. But like, it's so fucking cool to see this shit. There. Because I've talked about this in several reactions. People can now be like, oh my god, like, that's actually fucking Tom Bombadil. And Kip, you weren't lying. No, I wasn't. Cook pork chops and beans. Go for it. Pre-pandemic, when I took train to work and back each day, 1 hour each way. Like, you had time to do that, too. First couple airbox were pretty great. The third book felt like... Yeah, the third book did feel like it dragged on a little bit. I don't think... Yeah, I didn't even read 4. I need to read 4. Yeah, we're effectively on the same page on that. It's a long series. Takes me to finish the book, grabs me. I've managed to read a 200-page book in a day because they've gripped me very hard. Exactly! Like, being able to write well, being able to, like, read something that just resonates with you, like, you'll read cover to cover, right? I think that it's because people are reading the wrong things, or things that just don't really... Oh, there are actually quests here.
Stay a moment.
I actually need to pick this up. While we pushed through the fiends in the fog, we lost a few people. Some headed deeper into the midst of the Barrow Downs, and we hope they survived to reach a safe location in the south. Others were stricken with a terrible pox. One of those men was not as ill as the others, but being sick, he offered to take word back to Bree requesting help. I fear that the disease comes from the crawlers and rats infesting the land. If it is true, we should need to clear a path through the Barrow Downs so we have a safe path out. If you're willing, kill these creatures, beware, but their bites, even the flesh, can cause some violent illness or disease. Because I have to come back to the Barrow Downs later for story shit anyways.
Good day.
I can't find my missing daughter, Lolly. I'm terribly worried about her. You see, she's been going on about The Last Prince, one of Mr. Butterbird's tales, is one of the better ones. That's for sure, but I'd say the tale isn't quite the truth of it. Lolly and I have been gone for a while, but first she came here to the Barrow Downs in search of the quote-unquote prince of hers. Came in search of my daughter, and I'm now lost myself. In the tale, the last prince's barrow is between the North Barrow and the Dead Spire by a large stone. Go to start searching there. But, like, see, shit like this is honestly really fucking cool, right? Like, it takes the source material and it expands on it in a way that just, like, is honestly super fucking cool.
How can I be of
Like, actually, though, like, can we just talk about that for a second? It's minimalistic and it fucking works. Digging in the dirt. Before my journey here to the Barrow Downs, I did something to learn about the area. Did some reading to learn about the area. I learned about the barrows of 3 men in Cardolan, Taradon, Oron, and Ringdor. I would surely like to have some evidence to keep my journey to those places. Try digging the entrance to those barrows. I believe they lie in the northeast area of the Barrow Downs. Here, take this pickaxe. Tip has been blunted, so your digging shouldn't cause any damage to the lore fragments you uncover. Dead Spire.
Could I speak with you?
I've lived a long time here in Breland, but my long life I've never taken the time to learn this land's history. Now, near the end of my days, I found I want to know what came before me. I joined the trip to the Barrow Downs with hopes of finding keepsakes to take home, take some rubbings. But it seems that the Barrow Downs have a design of its own. I remember tromping over the hills as a lad and seeing some of the barrows had fallen to ruin. I remember lots of broken stones covering ruined letters, littering the ground, especially near the quote-unquote Dead Spire. I wanted a few of those stones for my own. Are you interested in bringing me, say, 3 of the stone fragments from near the Dead Spire? Perhaps we can both learn a bit of history. And then we got this last one over here.
Stay a moment.
Constables warned of reports of evil swelling and pouring out of the Barrow Downs. It appears that we should have listened. Here, we are now holed up in this hollow in the foreboding forest of west and unknown terrors at our east. Perhaps it is fortune that brings you here, where in dire need of aid, and it seems that rival is providence. It seems that the passage of some shadow has stirred the land and surrounded in its evil. We have set ourselves here, but while here, it would be good to help the folk of Bree. Please, if you would, hunt down the fiendish wights dwelling in these barrows. And this is the Barghest one. In all my years, I'm heading to these haunted lands. Never have seen anything like this. You must trust me, friend. I would never have taken folk to the Barrow Downs had I known what walked here now. We shield them as best we could, but the fright is still too much to ignore. It is the howling of the Barghest. It will drive us mad if we cannot quell it. Could you help us kill these beasts, the terrors, so that we may have some rest to regain our strength for the return trip to Bree? Cool. I'm gonna go kill some shit now. But like, just being able to be like short, quippy, like bro. Actually, though, like super legit, right? That's the difference between good and bad writing. I need to get my, I need to get some Barrow, fucking ore anyways. I recommend, Ascendance of a Bookworm. World building is, phenomenal. The characters are, very well written. Insanely, on the nose, even if you could look at German. That's one of those, I have the fucking book next to me. I need to actually just crack it open and fucking start that. My goal is clearly to be able just to read Shenpai tweets. That's it. That's it. Send tweet. Start small, go big. I'm gonna try to finish all of these because it should just be relegated to the North Barrow Downs. Anything in the South Barrow Downs, I'm gonna have to come back on a different trip, which is fine. I'll come back on a different trip for that. This is usually the route I take, anyways. Like usually I go through the old forest because yeah, I now remember that there's quest givers there, and they give you some of the hey, this is some of your go do stuff for me quests. Right, gets used to the area a little bit as well. Maybe. Oh, that's just fucking flashbang me. When you open the map and you get flashbanged, though, like actually. Move away from that individual. There's something here that I need. Am I fucking stupid? No, I think it's at the start of the actual ones. Practice at some point. I will have to. There will be definite streams where I'm gonna have to practice shit, which is fine. I know like Lotta does English streams, so clearly there's a market for just like, hi, you are trying to be an multilingual individual. Plus, the Barrow Downs is also an area I could spend literal fucking hours in. I actually really like the aesthetic here. No? Well, that leads to an instance area. That leads to a dungeon. I don't want to go in there. Make my way to the Dead Spire, and then work out from there. It's getting actually pretty full again. God, that is just a fuck ton of damage. Cool. Barrow Downs. Streams in German. She has greatly improved. She's from Down Under. I mean, I like that it's also a fucking, like, streaming just leads into it as well, which is honestly super fucking cool. One, two. Dog. Okay, so next we need to... I don't remember. No, I vaguely remember you. What was your malfunction, my guy? Yeah, seek the Wandering Shade's Barrow. All was silence. Now the sound of steel rings from the battle's past, long beyond the laying of bones. Stirred by evil's past, and my brother walks again. So too our foes. Duty bound we stand as one, lost as he may be. Laura rose and sullen buried me. My shield falls to my arm, recalls to my hand. My sight departed of my life. Our oath bind us still, protect and serve this land. I don't remember where the Wandering Shade's Barrow fucking is, though. Oh, it's under here, isn't it? Fuck. This is fine. Just finished cooking. Nice, nice. I'm pretty sure I remember what Barrow it is. I'm gonna try German with you. Just dump the good old fucking brain mission. No, not like this. Being able to stun is fucking great. Whack. Fellowship maneuvers are dumb. I'm trying to think if there's something I'm missing specifically. I'm gonna have to come down here again. So, the North Barrow Downs is separated from the South Barrow Downs. Actually, if I'm going this way, this is actually relevant. The relevant aside. Because I've remembered that you can, one, see Bree from here, but there should also be some quest givers over here, too. I had to remember that. I fucking had to pull that from the fucking depths of my brain. German is a video showcasing a wide variety of German dialects. It's historical and non-native German speaker stumbles upon them. I fucking love that. Deadman's Perch. Yeah, because you can actually see Bree. Come pop into view here. So yeah, this is usually the route I usually take. And you can honestly like jump over the edge. But I have business here.
Greetings.
Prepare.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Many believe the strength of the Bargus lay in their howls. It's true that their howls are dangerous. How are their eyes equally as dangerous? With the gaze they have been known to strike deep fear into the victims that can kill them. I would ask that you seek out the Bargus and collect their eyes. I'll pay you handsomely for this bounty. Cardoline relics.
Stay a moment.
Relics of Cardoline can fetch a nifty piece from the well-to-do in Breetown. Since you're here, I thought I might offer you a little deal. If you can collect relics over the course of your travel, I'll trade you materials that may be great use to you. Is this acceptable?
Could I speak with you a moment?
It is not unusual. It is not usual that we are in such a position. We have come here for no danger present, save rats, crawlers, and the occasional Bargus. This, however, is most peculiar. Certain the people of Breland can benefit from the removal of these terrifying foes, these whites, so I will offer you something of a bounty for their defeat. Defeat the walking dead here and return the skulls to me. I will reward you well with these endeavors.
I don't know.
What is a fine, strong person you are. You remind me of my own poor sons. They've been gone for some time now, and I've heard nary word from them. See, I started with my son, Malin. He was sure there was treasures in the Barrow Downs. Left seeking his fortune. After a few days passed and he didn't come back, I sent his brother Amlak out after him, and I've not heard from him either. Now I've ventured here with these others after my own son's Amlak, and he camped at the Demon's Perch on the eastern cliffs. But he was not there when we arrived. The others here think he's gone further south. Can you go look for him? At the edge of the old forest south of the Barrow Downs, there are as many bears suffering from terrible plague. The only way I can save them is from their agonies to destroy them and ensure that they do not spread the plague in the range of the old forest. You will find the bears and the plague carriers deep in the south where the walls of the old forest meet the Barrow Downs. Destroy the bears and destroy the disease crawlers and infest them. You may find some of these carrying crawlers outside their hosts as well. Yeah, because you kill the bears and the crawler pops out. Yeah, pretty funny. Corrupted trees must be purged to the south of the Barrow Downs. They may yet return to the natural fold. To determine this, I will need their seeds. Collect their seeds and return them to me. If they can be saved, I will see that the seeds are brought to the place where they can grow the natural creatures again. You will find the corrupted trees deep within the South Barrow Downs, where the walls of the old forest are too thick to pass beyond. Yeah, so we're going to the South Barrow Downs at this point.
Stay a moment.
Long have I lived with the hounds of in the bounds of Breland. My family has long exchanged tales of the people who lived in these lands. We spoke of the relationship of the old forest and how it was by their hand that the forest began its slide into ruin. For these reasons that I find sorrow in these lands not far deep to the south, where the eaves of the wood are too strong to penetrate, you will find moving trees who have long been separated from the brethren. These once noble trees are ruined and rotted from within, and I must ask that you destroy them. It is for the good of all that we end them before they become something even more vile than they already are. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I vaguely remember this now of all of this shit. I played this game for a hot minute. I'm thoroughly having fun. I'm enjoying myself. I'm honestly enjoying just like actually like experiencing this game again. So we'll go to South Barrow Downs, finish up South Barrow Downs shit there, head back up to here, and then we will be able to finish North Barrow Downs, and then we can make our way to Bree, where I need to set my fucking milestone. And then that means that we are in the fucking clear, honestly. That means we're in the clear to do the next MSQ sequence. Whack. Alright, because Amlak is right there, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Iron first. I will say tab targeting actually works in this game where it does not work in 14. And that actually makes me both sad and just like, I don't know why 14's tab targeting just doesn't fucking work like the way I want it to. Unlock. What? Oh, it's his corpse, okay. Oh, there it is. Bring the journal to her. I don't remember. Let me turn this into her really quick because I actually don't remember if there's a part 2 to this. I don't actually have the quest chains memorized. I think it's only a one-parter, but I could be wrong, and that's why I'm just like, let me double check this really quick.
Can't you leave?
Okay, there was a
my
finish there.
misery?
You returned Malin's journal. He will never let it out of my. He never let it out of his sight. What evil has phased upon my sons? I'm locked dead. Malin, you must return and search for Malin.
I'm sorry to trouble
There we
you,
go.
but will you help me?
Tidings you have brought grieved me deeply, for Amlak was young and strong, and I love him dearly. The only consolation of my grief is that he died in search for his brother, whom he loved more than fear of the dreaded place. If this journal is true, then Amlak still believed there was hope for his brother, though his heart fears the worst. Please search out the barrow over the mire where Amlak hurt his brother. Bring my son back safe to me. Yeah, doesn't she just like both her sons? Don't they just both fucking die? Barrow Downs fucking sucks. If I pop down the very south, I can get most of that shit done. Fucking just hear that in my right ear. Wild. Oh, Ash Crawler. How are you? I love the funny noises the crawlers make. This shouldn't count as the northern Barrow Downs. No, it does. It technically is in north. Okay. I'm getting all the ore now, because the more ore I get now, the easier it is to sleaze my way up to Journeyman. Or sleaze my way up to the funny. Nah, it's just cheating. Okay. Southern Barrow Downs. Let us... Fucking trying to slide cast again. I'm not playing 14. Especially I'm not playing Black Mage right now. Right, because you have to actually get really down in there. Yeah, so Sandbrog's in the Great Barrow. There's actually a mustering horn next to it as well for actual fellowship activities. Argostines, I definitely need those. God, I would give a lot for another AoE. Whack. This is also going to be a good area to get used to pulls, especially when I'm solo. This will definitely be a good area to get used to bigger pulls, especially when I have actual gear on level. Enemy density here in the south is actually really good. Let's see, Cardoline relics. I don't remember if there's any, I don't remember if there's any, signatures down here. I don't think so. For farming brew rep items? I would imagine so, especially with the repeatables. That actually makes a lot of sense. There is one in a tomb. Oh, okay. I might have forgotten that. I haven't really ever delved into the tombs. Is probably why I don't remember that. Ardelan relics. Someone's gonna fucking drop them. Yeah, because now we're on the rich iron deposits now, so we're actually outside the tier that I can actually mine right now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do mining AFK off stream. In wild. Let's go. I need to do the Shades Barrow first. It's okay. Once we get to about Angmar, because I kind of know what's going on, right? Like I have an understanding of like where things are, like how to progress certain things. Once we get to about the Troll Shaws, my game knowledge will start to disappear, especially when we get to Angmar. After book 1 of Angmar, after you cross the after you actually cross the once we cross Malinhad, my game knowledge will disappear. So that will be actual like blind react territory. Eventually I will find his fucking barrow. Looking for the Shades Barrow. I know it's around here. Be at the bottom of this cliff. Definitely been a while. Here's undisturbed, perhaps northwest. I mean northwest. White Slayer 1. I don't actually remember this. I don't get what it means by northwest. That would be this direction. I'm trying to remember how it works. I should be out of the area now. Yeah, because that puts me in the northern Barrow Downs. Unless I just enter the fucking tomb, but it shouldn't be that way. Yeah, so going at... Oh, wait. Oh, these are all signature. Okay. Noxious Barrow warning. I don't even think that this is where I need to be. Barrow warden. Sure. Low true points. Sure. Feed completed. Yes. Yes, I'm aware of virtue cap reach. Reputation change. Okay. This is a I'm pretty sure this is a fellowship activity. If I was 5 above with gear 5 above, I could probably do it solo just fine. The Gaunt Plague Bearer. Why? I don't like that you're here. That has implications. So that was it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you definitely fucking hard carried that. The fuck is that? Okay. Yeah, not a fan of that. Am I literally missing anything here? I don't think so. I think this is just a dead end. Map unlocked. I think the use of silence here is also really cool too. Okay, why? Okay, is understood. Perhaps northwest. What do you mean northwest? What is meant by this? Because the quest guide doesn't tell me. I'm gonna work my way south to north. So I need to go down here. We need to go kill trees. We need to go do shit. We can come back up for a ring that wandered away because I actually don't remember what is actually required by the quest. The enemy density here is great. In the newest raid? That depends what the newest raid is. I have no idea what the newest raid even is. Northwest? But it's in the green. Deal with that in a minute. Aha! I can fucking put loyalty on finally. Let's go. 23. Glad I checked that. For right now. Because we're gonna work down here and then work our way back up. Because I need to actually problem solve that. I'm literally just doing my fucking 14 dungeon pulls. And fucking drops the funny. Wait, what? Why is it? I guess it's still Barrow iron down here, even though there was an actual rich iron deposit up. I don't fucking know, bro. I just play the game. I'm just here. Yeah, I'm like, I thought this would only be Barrow iron at this point in time. I don't quite out level it. Not here. Here's undisturbed, perhaps northwest. Some bullshit is happening here. I don't know what the fuck's happening there. there is a thing here. So perhaps north? Oh, I hate the noxious ones. There's the dread too. You know how homie is just in the fucking middle of all of that? Dude, that is, yeah, that's no good. Bro, I fucking fucking got the football field out there. As you examine Mountain, suddenly his body stirs. Bent and broken, sundered and torn. So I am and so you shall be. Right, about that. He counts as a white. He's coded as one. Fuck yeah. Wait a minute. Those Barrow Whites definitely don't get annoying in Garth Argowin. Definitely not. What the fuck is there? The ring wandered away. So is it done? I'm so fucking lost. I don't know why there's a fucking quest still there. Fine, we just work through it systematically. I did pick up a bunch of quests at once. Whack. Large barrow crawler. I think those should be there. Yeah, because they come out of the bears. Tree! Yeah, as a fucking, as a kid just watching, like, I'm sorry, the fucking tree just moved. Fucking peak, dude. It's so good. Nobody expects the fucking tree. I can't actually hit dual deposit. That has to feel awful, just having a just giant flesh crawler. Just, hard pass. These are also signature as well. Timber. Right, because I have to kill the trees to get the corrupted, from it. Okay, that's fine. I have to defeat. I could probably go to the actual old forest if I can kill those anyways. It's not awful. Bzzz. Fucking bees. Kills me. The fucking displace, not like this. Barrow crawlers. little further up than I should have been. Oh, hello! Fucking tree just fucking jump scared me. I genuinely did not see that tree. You can't get 18 health. Get out of here. Seed from corrupted trees. Angry bears and crawlers. Yes, I know my fucking thing is... Yeah, right. Now I remember. Yeah, because your fucking inventory fills up really fucking quick with the lore pages. Worm? Worm. In that ore. I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's any reason to go up here, is there? Get that, and then I need to come back down and kill the bears. Fights in northern Barrow Downs. Because I think this is just empty up here. I've been up there. I think it's just a bunch of whites. I don't think there's anything up there. Not that I'm remembering offhand. Bear. Bear is done. Crawler. Okay, let me see what we have here. Dead Spire. I don't know why that has 2 check marks. Skulls, Malin. Oh, I didn't know you could zoom text. That's actually really cool. Yeah, your mouse wheel to zoom text. Very cool, actually. Okay, so at that point... I can also just rich... Yeah, so there's a couple, like, rich irons, but, like, for the most part, it should just all be Barrow. Should be stuff that I will have access to. Do I need to... Barga size are fine. Okay. So I need the North Downs specifically. Do the 14 pole to the wall. Barga Slayer and Barga Slayer advanced. It's 2000. Oh, that's the next one. That's next year. Okay, it's empty. I don't know why. I think it's just bugged. Like, I'm looking at that. I'm pretty sure that's just bugged. I have to do the Sambrog anyways for main story. So that is definitely one of those things that, like, it's not honestly that. Yeah, I'll be able to come back here and get some shit done. Sure, I'll take that reputation though. Fucking skittering. I fucking love when that thing goes up inclines. It's so funny. Sure. Not gonna say no. $18 and $24. It's so wild seeing people. Oh, I love the fogginess. Silent Hill stat is so good. I do actually really love seeing other players. Love seeing other players. Like just a couple people just wandering right there. Doing Barrow Downs things. Shows me that the game is still pretty active, but I mean, to be fair, we also did have giant server fucking merge, right? That's not what I wanted. Yes, it appears that some of the seeds are not destroyed or marred by corruption. It's possible they will grow strong and true. Return to nature one day. Thank you for what you've done. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm boosted.
What can I do for you?
There's no joy in taking natural life, but when the life is too far beyond recovery, it is our duty that see that it suffers no longer. Think on this and know that you what you have done for the good of all. You're well thanked, friend.
What can I do for
There's
you?
no joy in destructing the natural, however naturally corrupted, because that saves self pressure from spreading. Thank you for what you've done. Okay, that's one NPC done. Both my sons are gone. The fools, all the fools. They meant to find riches among the dead, but the dead kept their own and claimed my sons. Restless fools, shall I join them now for my own foolishness? Please, please leave me to my sorrow. Yeah, I got super fucking dark. One last chance. What is that? Collect the Cardinal treasure. Addies are better than it is that you were forced to load to her. I would ask if you're willing that you attempt to finish what her sons could not. Addie is poor. We took her along thinking we could do a good service on the end of here in this tragedy. Her sons came to try and change her fortune. Only to meet an end. I am certain they were searching for the rumored treasure of Cardoline. I have tales of myself of treasure held deep within the ruins of Ost Gorthad. Ah, that's it. The bottom right. Yep, that's where you're supposed to go. Any truth to this, then treasure lies in the deepest parts of Ost Gorthad. And it has a terrifying creature. Sure. Oh, what's that? 2 gold pieces. Fuck yeah. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Let me... Thank you, I appreciate that. That should actually make damage a little more consistent. Thank you. Power truly values on these eyes will know that I've seen all the ill these species you bring about. You have earned this reward well. Oh, thus you get the actual roll cases. Okay, interesting. That's actually not bad. Especially if that's repeatable.
Greetings.
These was on us. I owe you much. Here's this. Should be a fair trade, and if you find otherwise, you know where I can be found. Weaponsmith. That's actually really not bad. White Skulls.
What can I do for you?
This is, proves many good victories. You have done a great service to the people of Breland this day. Very cool, actually. Sort of tactics. Getting a little bit of a network latency. Okay, so if I understand that correctly, I don't know why that's still showing up. Yeah, it's down there. Okay, I know exactly where that's at. Maybe? A packet loss. No? Some wild fucking latency. What about the Force Gumps that people are arguing over whether he belongs to Gen X or Y? No, he belongs to Gen A. Bro, how did this even come about? Like, are people actually arguing over this? I don't know, like, I don't know. That's one of those things I've just never really thought about. I didn't think it needed to be thought about. I don't know. That's a strange one for me. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that one. Town of Trestle Bridge. In the terrible state, they besiege orcs in the northern and southern borders and are sending out general calls that they feel may help to assist them. So that is my, hey fucker, you are actually over-leveled for what you're doing. Moment. I'm 24, then I'm already getting pinged for the North Downs. Yeah, I came to Bree at the right time. I can always go back. Over your head. Yeah, I totally went over my head. I totally missed that. What quest is that tied to? Calming the Wake. Let's just defeat whites in the defeat whites in the northern Barrow Downs. I guess maybe that's tied to elevation. That's fucking weird. That feels like a bug. Yeah, I don't know on that one. That's a little strange. Maybe it's tied to elevation? But like, I'm not getting progress here. So why is that tied to northern? Why is that quest tied there? That's got to be a bug. Yeah, because that says calming the wake. That's what that quest is. Oof, that latency. Oh, it's so good. So we're focusing loyalty. I should probably focus fortitude though. I'll have to figure out what the fuck I'm focusing next. That silver deposit though. Hey, thank you for clearing out everything else. I really appreciate that. That actually speeds this up a metric fuck ton. Maybe? Gray the edge. It's not seeming to lowering its defense and increasing chance of fellowship maneuver. Not bad, actually. Not bad. What is that? What does that cooldown? Every 10 seconds. Not bad. So that would technically be useless in solo content. Technically. My actual my pickaxe is fucking dying. I see that. Yeah, no, I remember this area. Yeah, because I remember climbing this at 6 a.m. Lamau. Where is... Nope, I went the wrong way. Yes, technically I was supposed to go this way, but I went up when I should have went down. Yep, there's White Lord of Cardolan. Oh no, the poor White Lord. Goodbye. Okay. That should be it for the Southern Downs. Outside of, you know, literal story Sambrog stuff. Because the story will bring me back here eventually. And that is fine. I can deal with that on its, when the time comes for that. We're about that hour and 30-minute mark. That's not bad. We'll be getting to Bree about the hour and 40-minute mark, I can definitely tell. Do the fucking... Carline trinkets... Well, yeah, actually, that gives you a lot of, yeah, you get a lot of rep from here. Right. I'm gonna check my map, because I haven't, like, actually checked the shit in a minute. Lamau. Door stuck. Give me that. That's fine. I was gonna tank that. I'm not even hitting L. I just gotta fucking unbind the store. I'm not, bro. I didn't even hit a button that time. Don't you gaslight me. Cool. All right. That's that. Gather all. Yes. Literature points 10. Deed bestowed, and that is the whites. Yes, I know my virtue is capped. I need to. I'm actually starting to unlock confidence. Fortitude. Where are you? Fortitude. It's starting to roll over because it prorates it to the next virtue. I mean, eventually, just like all the virtues will be leveled. We'll have access to all of them, despite me having really the 5 that matter as far as I'm aware. Maybe I could do something like patience, but it doesn't feel right. Like, I guess if you're going for evade, patience, and mercy, sure. If you're trying to like spec harder into that, but I feel like it's just a little counterintuitive, at least as of right now. Okay, I'm about to make so many, like, Barrow iron shavings. I'm about to fucking, like, hardcore blitz the mastery. Yeah, this VIP, crafting carryall is kind of dumb, not gonna lie. It's kind of stupid.
I'm sorry.
What is this? The
Did you
treasure
need
that my son
something?
sought, given over the kindness by yourself and my guides? I cannot. This is what my son sought. Away. See, their mother would not die penniless. I shall keep this. Always remember their sacrifice. Thank you. Sure. Guards are a 1813. Not anyways. Oh, dang. There we go. It's gotta be because I'm streaming, right? Biz defense, tack defense, crit defense, and morale regen. I would assume morale regen. That way you can just tank super hard. Like, I feel the ones I have currently equipped are probably the optimal ones, just looking at face value. Perhaps west. See if I can't find it. Perhaps west. That's it. Or where it is. I need to kill Bargus anyways. Southwest. Oh, let's see. Eventually. 20 minutes on that. I should be able to finish every Barrow quest here. Earth here was recently disturbed. And you're living closer to be dead, I'll send you into the Shadow World too. Oh, he's a signature. Goodbye. Obtain the Shade's Ring. Minus some Bargus. That should be it, though. But Bargus are going to be in the northern section. Jade's right there. Field rat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that one's done. Perfect. Hail my hand. Now to his arm. Lost too. Fuck me, bro. Got in shattered metal and bone, life fled to the ground, and shade of stone, a south-facing wall where the earth slept once dead, cold hallowed ground where dead lay asleep. Woke they greet our treasure claimed, honored sleeping and gone, my brother bid me farewell. Now the dead rise, stirring the earth, now cursed from where I fell. Our curse recall, we will walk until the dead are quelled. I think that's south? No, it's still north. Defeat whites near the place where the brothers placed the Cardinal treasure. That actually explains jack shit to me, though. The brothers placed the Cardinal treasure. Hey, Nuko, how's it going? Popped in my head, now I want to ask, what's the most outlandish printing mistake you've seen? Manga on a card, what have you? Mine was actually... Am I buying a second copy of Manga Volume because nearly 30 pages of the first one I bought were effectively missing another part. Manga basically being copy pasted. I have no idea. I'd have to think on that, actually. That's a good question. What up, chat? Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Mukahil? Printing mistake? I know I've seen some pretty dumb stuff on cards, but usually that's why... I mean, I guess... if you look up Madara Uchiha from Naruto, the Naruto CCG, specifically the set 28 one, it had to get errataed because it didn't function without an errata. Oh, they're already mid-quest, fuck. Forgot about that. I'm casting a wide net at this point. I need to fucking figure out what quests I do and don't have still. I think Lalia is... I don't remember if you could have more than one instance up. I think you can. Because she's... here. Somewhere, I think. No, this is something else. Yes, this is the chest. Get off my horse. I don't have the... Never mind. I don't have the corresponding quest. Never mind. Fucking excuse you? Howdy. No, you're totally fine. How's it going? Cool, I guess we're just killing whites here then. Luck into that. Fucking dead on arrival. I vaguely remember that chest. That is definitely part of a quest chain. Okay. So, that's done now. I need to do Wandering Shade. Lalia should be near the entrance if I remember correctly. About being the end of my weekend. Nice, nice. Good to hear. Definitely a good thing to take it easy every now and again. I thought... Wasn't Lalia here? No, she ends here. I don't actually remember where she spawns. Well, it looks like she's this way. Gives me a chance to talk this shade anyways. Yeah, there's Lalia. Yep, so we'll do this, and we will come back up north. This was definitely going to be on the, like, 2-hour side of things. I've definitely bit off a little more than I could chew for a 90-minute segment. It was our tour through Hobbiton. I don't regret it. Is the shade not supposed to be somewhere? No, he wanders. Playing non-shot. Wow. What do you think is best or bow player with a pet, if that's a thing in this game? You have Hunter, but they don't really have pets. That's kind of more of a lore master thing, more of like the wizard quote-unquote class. Still, I linger when foe remains. In the south, heroes from earth and grave, once flesh and whole, now bones depraved, by spirits seeking a home. A man of bones slept near the Cardinal Stone. First one struck low, oath by brothers, now sundered twain. Brothers cursed, return again to face this foe from whom they stole, for deeds most noble in intent. See will walk, so too will we. Seek ye who beyond the border, south towards the stone, the land of Cardinal. His bones there still roam. Defeat the Bone Man. He is south Barrow Downs. Where is the Bone Man? Okay, I kind of know where he's at. Try to expedite that. I mean, honestly, Hunter's really good in this game, though. Like, Hunter is pretty baller, and you get different three different specializations that you can choose from. You have your red line, which is very much you're gonna sit there and you're just gonna dish out damage, mass amounts of damage. You have blue line, which is very mobile. You get less range, but you can, be very mobile, very nimble and quick, and use skills when you're moving. And then you have yellow, which no one used until fairly recently, as I understand it, which is a bunch of traps and stuff. But because it got buffed fairly recently, from what it seems, people have started using it. That barrel crawler really gonna fuck with me? You are actually awful. Let her go pew pew, pretty much, yeah. Elf Hunter, we'll see how it goes for now. I honestly played it for like 60 levels. I mean, I enjoyed it. I honestly prefer Guardian. I'm very much a tank by nature. I'm also seeing if tanking in Lord of the Rings Online will actually teach me anything or give me more insight into tanking in other games like 14 or even World of Warcraft through YouTube content. It's good to see ya. Glad you're enjoying the content. 'Cause I definitely feel like sometimes I don't do a whole heck of a lot. I'll let that be. I'm literally just gonna fucking draw aggro across the entirety of this fucking section. Okay, once the Bone Man's fucking done, I can back up. That should be the end of the Wraith. Do Lalia. Lalia should get out of there. Turn in quests. Should theoretically be able to... No, because I still have another quest. Because the chest is still there. If I can get that return deposit. There he is. He just had to have the correct event flag. Are you still alive, my guy? Yo, what the fuck? Oh, okay, because the Bone Man was, yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, that's done. I am tank. Hear me re. Just fucking shrugged off all that damage. Oh, I love playing tank. Tank is fucking stupid. I don't do damage. I don't really do damage as much as other classes. But holy fuck, can I tank shit. Oh my god. Fuck, I need that. I saw you fucking do that. I saw you clear that entire fucking row. I'll take that aggro all fucking day. 100%. 5 chunks. Worth it. Worth the detour. Wonder Shade. I need to get to Bree soon anyways, because I am like physically, I cannot physically mine anymore. I have so much. What do you mean? What is that? Why is Search for Lalia dragging me down there? I feel like some of these quest markers definitely are a little off. That one's a strange one for me. Am I actually broke? Yep. I'm broke. Yep. Wait a minute. Don't I have the funny? Oh, fuck off. Thank you. Where was it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because the fucking VIP token just allows you to fucking do shit that you have to do in towns from anywhere. Actually pay to win. I'm gonna count my dice luck as actual game mechanic when making counters. You need to use 17 crits in one encounter. Now white players want adamantine armor. Oof. Yeah, sometimes the that is a really hard thing to balance. Having to balance just crit luck and shit, because that can make or break entire encounters. And if you try to like keep it in mind, like if you try to balance it with like, well, you're expected to have so many crits in mind, and your players just roll like I've rolled really well, really awful, the past 2 Pathfinder sessions I've been a part of. It's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, that definitely leads to a interesting experience. I have 7 minutes. All right. Okay, where is this fucking shade? He likes to move. He likes to rotate. There he is. I see him. Game auto loot for you. Yes, it does. I actually have a full bag right now, so I haven't actually really. But my inventory is kind of foobar right now. Hear you, this brother. Hear you, absolution. Rest now, brother. Rest as we were, as we shall be. Okay, perfect. So that's done. Bowman's here. I don't really want to use. Give me Bowman's band. I don't fucking care. Give me something right now. What do you mean? Oh, it's right. It's delivered to the Shade in Breetown, and that's actually the final one. Duty done again. So rest at last I yearn. So to my brother, wander by night, spirit lost, brings not but fright. Provide this ring. Show him is done. Then we rest neath moon and sun. Love it. Actually, that was actually very Iconic Canyon-esque. Actually, that was actually really cool. Fucking love spooky locations like this in games. Fucking Iconic Canyon in Majora's Mask is one of my all-time favorite game locales, like, ever. It's really good. like, there we go. Main problem is the point in the story when players are out there going against their world-class military and there's actual battle doctrines, strategic formations, double tap people down. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it. After mages, they're intelligent enough to identify if someone is heavily injured. Margin fair balance is not. Yeah, gotcha. So it's just much thinner. Yeah, that definitely sounds like an awful a thing to balance. It sounds like one of those where like it can go south real fucking quick.
Dear me.
Humor trying to be the last prince, like Mr. Red talks about in his stories. I was going to find and then be with him forever as princess, but he wasn't able to be found. There's just all these skeletons and bones, Walking Dead, and the Walking Dead isn't nice to go misleading on hobbits like that. When you're ready to go, could you help me get back to Bree? I couldn't leave before, but now there's a strong word like you here. I'm sure I can get home safely. Oh, and I lost my cloak, and must find it, or my dad will yell at me something terrible. Oh, all right, escort class, let's go. Stone Tower theme forever. I fucking really love Ikana. Ikana is one of those locations that I really wish was explored more. But if you explore it more, that kind of gets rid of the whole mysticism and just like mystery element to it. Crap. It's an escort quest. She paths. It's not technically an escort quest. She paths, and you have to make sure you just like protect her. This is the way a D&D post lives on. Yeah. It's just a different mentality. Oh, excuse me, different balancing. I haven't even seen how the Badger video's done today. Last couple I've done have been pretty, I've talked a while. What? What do you mean? When is it gonna pop up? I don't remember her taking this long. I thought she actually went, yeah. Because I think she goes over here, which is where we were before with the chest, and then she goes back this way to exit. See, brain screams like, I fucking prefer Ashley from Resident Evil 4 as opposed to what's-her-face from Silent Hill 4. Yeah, having half of the game be an escort quest where you can actually foobar your ending, yeah, that's definitely one of those that's little controversial. Goodbye. Get out of here. I think this is the way out. Not sure if this looks like the way out. Ooh. Hey, barrel. With an iron. I honestly forgot how long the Downs took. The Barrow Downs took a little bit of time. Sure, the detour through Hobbiton. Definitely, it took a little bit of time, but I mean, definitely a, words, brain. Definitely the Barrow Downs itself just takes a little bit of time. I forgot how much time it actually took. Maybe then I skipped the entirety of like the Old Forest, like mine too. I think Goldberry has some quests that I missed. So I can come back at a later time, especially when I have to go back there for main quest because Tom Bombadil shows up and does the thing, keeping it vague. Wait, this seems familiar. Yep, there he is. There's the White Prince. There you go. Found it. We found your Cardinal Prince. Oh god, I'm gonna run out of EXP. Or no. Let me refresh that. And probably shouldn't have refreshed that, but that's whatever. You do get enough. You do get plenty of resets, if I remember correctly. You do get plenty of like Matham presents and stuff. You can get EXPs. Got the shit make crying noises. I think this starts a quest, maybe? One of the survivors of the opiate expedition to the Barrow Downs. We're here, thank you, because that's Lolly done. Lolly is cold to the touch, but the winds appear fresh, even though the lack of blood surrounding the man's body is disturbing. In his hand, the man clutches his note. Suspicion of a trail-disturbed earth makes it appear that he traveled through the gloom of the Barrow Downs to reach this point. Notice chewed and crumpled, only legible words are, between the old forest and northern Barrow Downs, send help. There we go. Yeah, because you're technically supposed to, in terms of Bree, you're technically... So I came from the opposite way. If you start as the race of man, you can actually go this way. And then you can actually go up. So, like, this is the forest, the road to the Shire. I don't know, there's a couple ways that you can do it. I think that this would be the intended way. But either way, at either entrance, over here, you have the band that tried Dryer. And then back here, you have... the corpse at the entrance of it. So it kind of closes it on itself fairly nicely. Alright, so we're going to get to the camp, and before we turn in quests, what we're going to do, we are going to swap over, so the VOD will end at that point. If you're on stream, hang tight. We'll be finishing the Barrow Downs, heading to Bree, and then we will be doing MSQ. We'll be doing the main story progression. And I would like to knock out Bree probably in a single sitting. Probably in a single go. And then at that point, we will determine... Because I will have been live for probably around 7 to 8 hours at that point in terms of what we're going to do. But we will be finishing up the Barrow Downs next time because I wanted to finish it up. But I feel that because we're so close to the end, it would feel weird to do it for another like half hour and then just do, I guess, MSQ. So we're going to do that. If you're on stream, hang tight for a second if you're on the VOD channel. Thanks for watching.